Pretty crazy to think when we go back to Monday and Tuesday of last week that our daily highs, they didn't even reach 55 degrees. And that's actually where we bottomed out early this morning. It has been absolutely 2 consecutive days of wonderful, wonderful November temperatures. And while we won't broach the record of 87 that was set back in 2006, you certainly can't have any complaints. Now, we talked about it earlier. If you were to look one direction, it looked like it was overcast. If I were to point you the other direction, you say nothing but blue sky and sunshine. So it just all depends on whether you're half glass full or half glass empty. 66 degrees is where we stand right now at Joplin Regional Airport as we take a live look over 7th and Rangeline with the wind coming in. Still pretty good clips, 15 miles per hour right there. That's not the latest gust. Latest gust we had was actually 24 miles per hour. And crazy thing is, that's actually a little bit lower than what we had yesterday. We'll jump into the barometer here in just a little bit and talk about why that pressure continues to fall. 63 in Iola and Monette. Let's go 68 already in Miami and 65 in Lamar. So it's been absolutely delightful. Earlier this morning, the wind actually stalled out on us, almost came to an eerily calm still. But right now we're going to split that just up to the northwestern portion of the 4 states. So anything down here to the south and out to the east, still going to roll to about 10 to 15 miles per hour, if not 15 to 20, and then gradually becoming calmer. But even where we see the split and the north wind beginning to work in from the northwest, still not a big difference temperature-wise. As a matter of fact, that is actually where we see the split, where we get the blue sky throughout. When we were at 7th and Rangeline right there, remember, we were facing off to the west. That's why we saw the clearer skies. When we started the show, we took a look to the east, and that's why it looked like it was overcast. That's also, too, mimicking our temperatures. As you'll notice, our dividing line right there on the color contour, jet stream really flattening out. Earlier this morning, we had a nice little ridge that was running right through us, and now we're starting to see the split right there, an indicator that the high pressure beginning to move up and over us, and it will be replaced. Remember, we talked about the barometer falling. Well, there it is, beginning to move its way east of the Rockies and then down toward us. And what that's going to do, well, we're not going to have any severe thunderstorm activity. We are starting to see a little bit bubble up down here to the southwest, just beginning now to make its mark. So as we work through our afternoon, we're going to get just some sprinkles, light rain, if you will. That's about all that it's going to amount to. And we'll hang in the high 60s and see a couple 70s by the time it's over. And then when we get into overnight, this is where we're going to go all eyes out on the west, because the wind's going to subside and the rain's going to build. Now, it's not going to build over us. It's going to be one of those that here's what we're going to look at. So here we are for tonight. Keep your eyes out here. Everything that comes up from Oklahoma, Arkansas, that works out of Texas, that's what we were talking about on the national map. It's going to be very, very light. This is the area for tonight into tomorrow morning that we're going to concentrate on, especially for the morning show. Because as it begins to develop, instead of working its way from south to north, we kind of see everything want to stall for a second and then move from west to east. So tomorrow afternoon, we're still looking good. We're good. But now, as we get into tomorrow night, here we roll. See that come through? And so for tomorrow night, if you've got plans, if you got anything outside, you're like, we can put it off for one more day. November temps have been great. No. Tomorrow night, we're going to get lightning, thunder, and anywhere from 3/4 to an inch of rain. Now, as we work into early Thursday morning, shouldn't really affect our Thursday morning commute. We'll be done by that. But look at our temperatures. Cold front comes in behind that. We lose our cloud cover that traps in that heat that we're able to pick up every afternoon here lately, and down we'll go. So while Thursday afternoon is going to be great and provide us with sunshine on Veterans Day, it's going to be a little bit chillier than what we've had past couple of days. And then Tanya, really the one I'm looking at, and it's because of our lack of cloud cover, Friday night into Saturday morning. We're right down there around the freezing mark. Frost advisories, freeze watches, freeze warnings. Yep, we will be concentrating on those before we get to the weekend.
Yeah, that's definitely a cold start to the weekend.
And it's one of those things, though, I think we've been spoiled yesterday and today.
True, but I like being spoiled.
I actually think today's been almost more beneficial for people getting outside than yesterday because the wind died down just a little bit, but our temperatures not too far removed and still delightful for this time of year.
I succeeded in getting my yard mowed yesterday too, so it's a good thing.
Yes, and we greatly appreciate the lights on the building across the street from Tanya's house that may have helped
It may have been a
facilitate-
late finish, put
Right,
it that way.
right, you know, that's what happens when the sun sets at like 5:12.
I know, it cuts into your time when you can get stuff done.
I
That's
didn't mean
for
to call
sure.
you out on that.
Hey, it also like puts you in the mood to go to sleep early too, so
Good call.
there you go. All right, thanks, Michael.